All right, all right. Sister Deborah looked like she switched totally, didn't she? Over from summer to winter, but it didn't go that way. We was in fall, and now we got snow out here. I mean, like covering the whole ground and all the cars. That's why I didn't even take the snow off the part of it, because I'm just so busy. And I will say this here. A day ago, no, 2 days ago, we had what you call 80. I think it was like 82 degrees, something like that. I mean, what you call hot. And here it is today. We got snow. I mean, like real snow. Okay. I wake up and let the dog out, and what do I see? Snow. Snow. You know what I was thinking of again? Just thinking about how, first of all, I'll say shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a beautiful early morning in which the Most High has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. So I'm just coming to just give you a little something this early in the morning. I will say that I want so bad to just shake off what is actually happening in the world. I wish I could go into a cage up in the hills somewhere and just rest therein. And just, if I had a plug, I could charge up my phone and my laptop and just rest there, you know. But I do have the bosom of the Most High. Even though I'm here, I still can rest in Him. And I thank Him for giving me a secret place that I can rest therein. And I think that's my greatest protection, is resting in Him. But I do know, and I will say that a lot of us as people who feel that we are the light and we are the elects of the Most High, we might feel that the world is on one side and we are on another side. We don't understand that we're in the world, even though we're not of the world. Being not of the world is spiritual. It's not natural, you guys. It is spiritual, having a spiritual heart, mind, to be separate in the ways of the world. So when he's saying being in the world, but not of it, and I believe a lot of us really feel that, I passed up where I was going. A lot of us feel that we're not in the world, and we are not of the world. But the thing about it is, we are in the world. We might not be of the world. Now, being of the world, you got to know that you are in spirit, and that's what you're about. The spirit of the Most High. You're in Him and not in the world. But when it comes down to your flesh, you're in the world. You're just not of it, because your spirit's one place, but your flesh is in the world. It's living in this world. A lot of us think that we're going to dodge the issues of today and the things of yesterday and the things that is before us. But I'm here to tell you, as a prophetess in the wilderness, you're not going to get away with thinking that you're going to be excluded. You're going to be included. Okay? And I believe it kind of hurts my little spirit, because I believe many think that they're going to escape the issues that's actually taking place in the world. You're going to escape it in the spirit realm, but in the natural, That's the part of accepting it for what it is, and not denying it's actually happening. See it for what it is. It'll help you deal with it better versus that's them and they gonna keep doing it. That's on them and no. Let me explain something to you all. When the Father destroyed the men, he destroyed the women. So even though you might not even been out in, let's set an example. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. It said that there were young men and men in this lifestyle. But when he came, did not he get grandma, great-great-grandma, babies, women? When he destroyed Sodom, did he not destroy everything that had breath in Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding cities? This here shows you that we can be so holy than thou and caught up in the fact that this is just happening to them and not me. This is happening over there. Oh, no. Sister Deborah been trying to... The only reason why Sister Deborah talk about this stuff is because I want you all to understand, whether you hide your eyes from it, guess what? It's all up in your family, among your children, among your wives, among your husbands. We are not here to escape the prophecy. We're here to behold it and see it. When someone might say, "When Sister Deborah, why you say that? Why do we have to?" Just think, what was Deuteronomy saying? And you shall be mad for the what? How can you be mad at something you cannot see to be mad of? You get what I'm saying? So Ahia is not saying that you just gonna be mad and don't know what you mad about. No, he said you're gonna be mad at the sight of what you shall see. So he said two things that deals with you seeing these things, Deborah. You're feeling these things. Sight and see. And your feeling come in because you're gonna get mad for what you're gonna sight and see. So when you thinking that, okay, when I'm tired of hearing about this, or they talk about this too much, I ain't got nothing to do with that, let them be what they are. No, baby. Everything they are doing and have done change your whole world. It's gonna change your whole world. That's what Sister Deborah is here for, to tell you to stay in the race. So what? Someone get close to you in the race. So what? Many's behind you in the same lane in the race, and they bothering you on the left side, the right side, and in the back. Stay in the race, but don't forget that you are in that race, and it's a finish line you have to reach. So when I'm still talking about issues, I'm the type that really don't fall in line with the things of the world as far as the media and what famous people are doing. And if you hear a prophet like to me constantly talking, you better have an ear to constantly hear what is she's trying to relate to you, because the truth of the matter, she's giving you what many refuse to give you in spirit and truth. Why? So that your spirit can be able, in a higher spirit, be able to accept the things in it in which it see and know. So it's not about this is what they are doing and I ain't got nothing to do with it, and they in the world, and Ahia's gonna do this and do this to them. When he get ready to do it to them, he's gonna do it to you, baby. He's gonna do it to you. It ain't something that he's going... It's like saying, if you in a park, okay, and if it rain, is it going to rain on all the trees except for one? Come on. When the sun comes out, is it going to come out on one of the trees or all the trees? So this is how Ahia allow things. But how can you be separate is when you have accepted and salute the fact that these are his prophecies. These are things that he spoke about in the instructions and direction. And these are things that he even have said to us that shall come upon us. Not close our eyes and say, oh no, this ain't got nothing to do with us. This is them. They gonna do this. He gonna get them. He gonna get them. He gonna get them. No, baby. You are included. You're not separate from what he's planning on doing to them and through them. Okay? So what you have to do is, if you don't see and you don't hear the prophecies or behold them, then therefore you are ignoring them as if they only exist to this party over here and not to you. But what Sister Deborah is saying when she's on these Deborah platform, she's not excluding herself, you guys. I'm saying to you all, this is not a thing to where we holier than thou, we can exclude ourselves from what the world is doing. We can be in it, but not of the things that they're doing. But the truth of the matter, you're in it. And what the world has to go through, as long as you're here, you are going to go through it. And if your people are doing things, I ain't gonna say your people, if a certain nation of people are doing things and you find yourself in that same nation, well, it's not like he's going to let one side experience it and feel it and not the other side feel it nor experience it. Why? Because going back to Deuteronomy 28, that's the whole idea. You going to go mad? What you mad for? Why are you mad? If you're not a part of what they doing and you're not in what they doing and you're not in agreement what they doing, but why you mad? Let them be over there and you be over here. But why is he saying you shall be mad? Because you're going to see the way they're conducting themselves, the things that they're doing. You're going to see and you're going to be mad for the sight of the things that you're going to see. The heathens, the Gentiles, the fake ooze, what all of them doing, you're going to be mad at the sight of what they're doing. But not only at the sight of what they're doing, but also at the sight of what your nation continue to do. You see what I'm saying? Ahaya is not telling us to go blind when it come down to our nation and then open our eyes when we see what the world doing to our nation. No, that is not what Yah is saying when he's saying you're going to go mad. This here has to be destroyed, and it is 100. Okay? But it has to be destroyed based on what is going on all sides. You see? So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I believe that without a doubt, I want to get my belief out the way. I'm going to say it like this. I know for a fact, based on the prophecies, that there are men that are setting up from the flow up. Matthew 24, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. They have set it up to its fullest. Okay, and there's no turning back. And it took a people to step in it and prepare it in the midst of where we are at today. It took a people to get in it and see it, okay, to be something worth going after. It wasn't worth, these people's children wasn't worth working, laboring, building up that house, feeding, counseling, ruling over, teaching spirit and truth to. None of that was worth pulling together and bringing forth schools for their children, community after school programs, leadership programs for our young men, keeping our community clean. If we built the country, why couldn't we build on our own property to show our might, our strength? liability. You get what I'm saying? So when I, Sister Deborah, go to and fro and I see the whole community where our people reside, whether it's in New York, whether it's in California, whether it is in Chicago, whether it is in Texas, Florida, Missouri, Chicago, it don't matter. Our community where our people reside looks like trash. Now just imagine, how could that be if our men say that they have built this country on their backs? When the father would say, well, what did you build for your children? What did you build for your household? Furthermore, what happened to them talents I gave you? What happened to them talents that I gave you in your womb? What happened to them? What happened to those talents? They wouldn't even be able to explain. But here it is. They're willing to stand up and say enough is enough. We the true Jews. They ready to take back what they call their identity. And never did they search on their history. So when you heard me saying the father had told me, and yes, I have been disobedient, and I ain't got no reason to lie. You ain't nobody to lie to. I have been disobedient. And I need to get with it. Because he asked me to read it. He said, go from Genesis all the way to Revelation and pull all the time. I had to destroy to the point of kill Israel and the tribe of Judah in great numbers. So Deuteronomy 28 is another topic where he says, and they shall be destroyed. He didn't tell Abraham that in the vision. He didn't want to put that on Abraham. Matter of fact, you never heard anything Abraham ever said anything about it. You haven't heard Isaac nor Jacob never said anything about it, because Ahiah didn't want them that he had. They were the seed that was planted in the soil. You remember when there was a sower who had seeds? He planted the seeds everywhere where it never will sprout up. But he planted those that he knew he wanted to sprout up in the soil. When Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was that soil, okay? David was, okay? So what I'm saying to you all, it's getting sadder and sadder in my spirit, because it's real. It's realer than real. The fact that all this time I've been chewing out the ways of our men, the mindset, the wicked and evil that's heavy upon them, even to today. And I'm saying it even to the point where it's such a heavy denial, to the point where it's just maybe meant, Ahiah is wanting it to be meant that everybody close their eyes and close their ears to what is being said, just so they can walk each day out. And then when chaos hit, everybody's cutting up from the floor up. I'm gonna tell you something else. Because they never heard the voice of the prophets of the Most High Ahiah shooting out the warnings for the last 4 years. They had just assumed that she just owned this devil platform, monkeying around and talking some things I like to hear, but I'm about me and mine. Okay? So I'm saying to you all, it's nothing wrong with being about you and yours. But the day and the hour and the minute shall come. We're in that day. We're in that hour. And we're in that minute where you're going to feel it totally different than the way you feel it today. You see? Because it seems like there's a quiet storm. It really does. It seems like everything is back to normal. It seems like ain't really nothing going on. You know why? Because those that holier than thou, they think this thing is has quieted down and everything is okay and it doesn't bother me. It's them. They do it. That's on them. But guess what? Wicked never stop working. It's wickedness. Evil never stop and take a break. It don't take a lunch break. It don't take an hour for dinner. It don't take a sleep. It's running evil 24/24 while you sleep in your spirit, because you feel you can be just that comfortable, because you feel you have the Ruach HaKodesh. It wasn't comfortable for Yeshua. It wasn't comfortable for Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah. It wasn't comfortable for the apostles. So why do life has to be comfortable for you in the way you see things, in the way you feel about things? Not so. That's living a fantasy. And that's what a lot of people that are in the realm of what they would call holy than thou and righteous is a place where fantasy rests. Sister Deborah, look, I'm a prophetess in the wilderness, but I say it the way he give it to you, and I say it the way he caused me to feel it. I'm not going to bake a cake, and I can throw down when it comes down to making cakes. I'm a good baker, just like I'm a good cook. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to bake a cake and put you 6 or 7 layers of icing to keep you on this page or to keep you liking the cake and the sweetness of the icing. No. Sister Deborah is telling you it appears to be calm, but it's not calm, because I'm taught from the wilderness, and I'm taught at a level to say, you see this here? No, I didn't see it. Where is it? Right here. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh, Father. No. Oh, see? I don't play with what is actually before me, because I see things calm. Things ain't as calm as it appears, especially with me. Things don't seem, look, in my household and amongst my children, it appears that all is well, all is quiet, all is perfect, all is just good. But that would be a lie from the pit of hell, because it's what you see in the spirit realm beyond the part that you want to make, think, and feel that is all is good and well. That's not true. So all Sister Deborah is saying is, I'm not going to ease up, because I believe the Father wanted me to inform you that this thing is not as peaceful as it appears. Let's set in another example. Yesterday, Thursday, it was 82 degrees. Today, it's snow. I mean, like all over my car, about this thick. You see what I'm saying? So see how one day switched to a whole different season, as if it skipped seasons and went from hot to cold. You see? Ice cold. That's what Ahia said to me, as far as when I opened up my door to let the dog out. I said, no, you didn't. I know I don't see no snow out here. I had to go get my glasses and see, wait a minute, is it really what I see? And this is even this message. Don't let your eyes fool you, and let your mind think you're holier than thou, that all this issues that's taking place is not worth hearing and knowing about. It's not worth meditating on. No, it's not worth taking and considering it every day and night throughout your time, or it's not something you put above your headboard to be sleeping on. No, but it's something for you to look in to see the prophecy. It's for you to go and look into the biblical for the prophecy of what Sister Deborah said. These guys have worked the wicked part of the prophecy so that it can come to pass. And we're looking at it as it's a delicate, or it's a simple, easy, something that's happening that they're doing. It'll be okay. It's this and this is. But the reality is we in the red zone. And this might be where we will not this time around come out of it with a breather. We might come out with a breather, but we don't know. All we have to do is follow the biblical word. And from what it spoke of, nations against nations, that means people against people. First of all, we as a people, we know what it's like for us people to be against each other. Because we as a nation is known for killing each other. Oh yes, we are known for killing each other. We are known for hating on each other. We are known for destroying one another. So that's not new for us. It's like next. But the nation, Matthew 24 is talking about, and 25 is talking about people against people. That means we're going to kill each other, but then people going to be against us. Other nations going to be against us in the same nation we're in. I mean, in the same country we're in. And we are thinking, and then he went on expounding about how you're going to be hated. Do you think that he's talking to those that he abide in? Yes, he's talking to those. He's giving the warning to those who have his Holy Spirit. You're going to be hated for my name's sake. They're going to be hated for their own actions, for their wicked and evil. They're going to be hating, and they're going to receive hating because they are hating, so they're going to receive their portion. But you're going to be hated because of what they set up for you to be hated for. See, y'all didn't know that, did you? Watch this. The Father said you're going to be hated for his name's sake. For his name's sake. Do you hear them people out there talking about starting this newfound, really another found religion, which they've been waiting to bring up anyway? That's why they wanted to search their history so they can bring something new to the plate of these Negroes. That's the only reason why they want to search their history, is because they want to bring up a new something toward their nation. And they did it. They was trying to, and they were trying to, but this whole thing regarding Kanye and this other guy and this Negro to Negro, none of it represents Yah. And y'all don't see that? And if it does not represent anything connected to your Father in the heaven, then what does it represent? Wicked and evil on the earth. You see how deep that is? Is that not deep? If it don't represent righteous, then what does it represent? Unrighteous. Do y'all see that? So we need to stop thinking that these men are representing your Father. No, they representing their own flesh. They're representing Satan in his move to take over all things that appear and is righteous. Okay? And they're thinking that they're going in and they're going to prove something. How you going to prove something in a curse that was by the mighty right hand of the Father? Unless you're trying to prove the Father to be a lie and you be the truth. That's the only thing that you can actually do to step out and say you're trying to prove something, is because you're trying to prove that the Father has been a lie all this time about Deuteronomy 28. You see, Sister Deborah have been on here and in the last year been telling them the end game is in Deuteronomy 28. If they read and studied, or that they got a hold of Deuteronomy 28, then it would teach them and show them that. But what happened? That it never revealed to them, because they've been trying to come up and deny Deuteronomy 28 for the longest. They've been trying to find room and find a way that they can say Deuteronomy 28 is a lie, because we're going to defeat it. So they're actually, even though you all don't see it and can't comprehend it, but they're trying to go up against a higher. This is not a battle between flesh and blood. This is a battle between stupidity and things that's not things that's not righteous. That's what this is against. All of this is against the Most High, a higher. This ain't got nothing to do, because everybody is out to try. Even the Hebrew Israelite men, they're out to try to make a higher a lie. We're going to go in here and we're going to conquer this thing in the name that we are Jews. Not the name of the Most High, Ahia. Not in the power of his right hand. Not in the power of his authority of who he is. See, if we can't, if say for instance, if I came to them in that form, guess what? Oh, y'all. Guess what? Guess what? All of them will fall down dead. And they would bow down to these brothers if they came in the right way, the righteous way. But they decide to come in against Ahia. We're going to prove who we are. And you won't find that in scriptures. But they don't care about the scriptures. That's why I say to you all, they've been doing this, planning this for a long time. And they don't understand, baby, you still following the biblical scriptures. You still following the prophecy of my father when you finish. He said you would show up and show out. He said that you're going to die by great numbers. And all you're doing is setting up for you and your brothers to die. And this is what's going to cause the women to be the small remnant. You see, y'all didn't even read it, did you? Isaiah 3 and 25 and 24. This is why there's going to be so many women into one man. And that one man is going to be called holy because he wasn't involved in this chaos that they in now. You see? Y'all just don't understand. So when you thinking that you're going to step out of it and you don't want to hear, you need to hear everything that there is to be said, but not set up to think that you got to warn people about it. Because that's over. How you say it, ain't going to be no more warnings. Ain't going to be no more nothing. That is finished. That is done away. That is completed. It's time to be about saluting that his will is being done by his mighty right hand and his stretched out arm. You see? So Sister Deborah is not going to hold you any longer. I'm going to have to get off of here. And I say unto you, stay in tune with the Most High, in spirit and in truth. Because that's going to be what's going to help the light that's in you to walk in the midst of all of this darkness. If you're thinking for 1 minute that all this darkness is going to cease and you're going to be able to walk therein to and fro in anywhere you want to go, baby, please. I thank the Father for allowing me to see what he's allowing me to see, because he's pretty much just wanting me to see that everything is and have been fulfilled. Much of it has been fulfilled. It's just where you are in your spirit, the things that he revealed to us. Are we willing to receive it, or we fight up against it? You see, most of us fight up against it because we think we holier than thou, and we don't have to. But yeah, be careful out there in the way you take on these your nation. Okay, that's who I say you need to be more cautious about, because that's where you're gonna put your faith in. You're gonna put your belief in. You're gonna put your what they call fake love in, is your people. And you're gonna find out that your people are your worst enemy, just as you are your own worst enemy. And how you become not your own worst enemy is when you become a friend of the Most High. So I, Sister Deborah, say, you all be careful out here today, and I will be coming live with a topic. I haven't really made it clear. We did speak of knowing how the Spirit can really conduct itself in this day and time. And if I make it home, I think that will be my search, so I can bring scriptures to add on to that topic. If not, we will cover another topic, or we'll come up with something. So just have your coffee, your tea, or your hot chocolate, and we're going to cuddle in this conversation. We're going to really try to understand what Ahia has for us to understand. And I want to share something with you and say this before I get off. Y'all, I'm not led by my flesh. I'm not led by my flesh. I know my flesh ain't got no sense. I know my flesh has been destroyed. I know my Father's word has fully been fulfilled. And I give him all glory and praise and honor from teaching me from the level of the wilderness and been dealing with me since I was a little girl. I thank him for that, because how would I be able to stand the things that's actually taking place? Because I can see it, y'all. I can see it for what it is. And it makes sense. I understand it. And I say unto you all, just be careful out here. Shalom and shalom.